welcome back to Stray Cow Farm, everyone. I'm so glad that you are here. Um, I look a hot mess because today is a major cleaning day. I have company coming, my son's friend, and the room that I am currently in, I need to have a discussion about. It is our guest bedroom where this young man will be staying. But I have to admit a little secret. Hold on. I'm getting hot. This medication I take makes you sweat more. I can tell. But anyways, part of this mental illness that I have struggled with over the years started really developing a long time ago. I wished I'd have sooner gotten help for this than what I did. But after I had our last child, she was born in 2010. I had severe anxiety at night. It was postpartum depression, anxiety, whatever you want to call it. I stressed so much at night. It seemed to be worse at night to get enough sleep, to get good sleep without being interrupted. It was so bad. I mean, I think it started the day I came home from the hospital. In fact, it got so bad one night. I was so stressed out that all the muscles in my neck were tensed up so bad that they were in a constant spasm. Would not stop. And I had to have a wonderful friend, my pastor's wife at the time, take me to the emergency room because my husband needed to be home with the baby and the other children until he could get somebody to, because it was really late. It was really late to help with the kids so that he could come. But anyways, so I had to I ended up in the emergency room. So anyways, I'm just saying I have stressed over my sleep. It got just really bad to the point that I really could not even sleep with my husband anymore. When I was working and he was stay-at-home dad for the newborn, I made him sleep on the couch. I just had to have uninterrupted sleep. He is an itchy, twitchy kind of person, tosses a little bit. Sometimes he has trouble sleeping. So that causes a problem. Me, if everything's quiet and still, I can go to sleep. I have for years used earplugs. They're right here by my table. I use earplugs to help with sound so that I could sleep. I still do that. Even though I'm medicated and doing a lot better, I still use them. But anyways, so long story short, finally I ended up, after agonizing over this for so long, when I started staying at home and he started working, I still stressed out about my sleep. And since he was working, I would let him have the master bedroom and I would sleep on the couch. So I did that for several years because we still had 3 children at home and they had their own rooms and I was not going to take their room. But I have to say, I really stressed out. I added to my stress and stressed out so much and felt so condemned about not being a good wife and being able to sleep with my husband. I tried so hard to make it happen before I finally just ended up on the couch. But because he wouldn't always go to sleep when I wanted, or if I'm trying to sleep, and he also will do these reflex twitches. You know, when he's trying to sleep, he'll do a reflex twitch, and it will wake me up. And after a couple of times of me trying to, okay, I'm going to sleep, and then getting woke up, I would end up with a severe itch and twitch myself. I would, you know how you feel like, oh, something bit me, and you jump and you scratch it? Well, that's how I would be. It would be like this itch all of a sudden, and it would not stop. I would just continually itch and itch as a nervous itch, and I could not go to sleep. And I would end up on the couch. So I finally just started sleeping on the couch. So I did that for several years until our oldest child at the time moved out, and then I had my own room. And I have to say, that has been such a humongous help in my mental healing, is just having my own room. Just say it. God really helped me to see that if it helps me, then I'm not being a bad mother, or a bad wife, and to not condemn myself for it, but to do whatever I needed to do to get healing. It wasn't sin. It really wasn't bad. I just could not sleep in the same bed with him. Now, I can sleep in the same room because we've done that when we've been on vacation. We get the double beds, and I'm on one and he's on the other. But our bedroom is not big enough to have two beds in it. So, anyways, I have my own room, and I love it. And when guests come, this is their room, and I either sleep on the couch, or now that my husband is overnight, I can sleep in there when company is here. So I'm going to be cleaning that up today because it has gotten out of sorts because I have been busy lately. And I don't like for it to get this way, but I haven't made up my bed. I normally do make up my bed, but I need to wash all the bedding for company. And I bought some new sheets. You saw that at my grocery haul, so I'm going to be putting those pretty sheets on here. So anyways, I just wanted to share that in case you have had guilt trips or beating yourself up over things that you really cannot control, that are not to your liking or how it is normal. Something like that, but to do whatever you need to do to get healing. And I keep wondering if maybe one day, if I had a ginormous bedroom, we could share a room together, and I would love that. But until then, if that ever happens, I'll just keep staying in my little room, and he'll keep staying in his. And anyways, I just wanted to share that. Opened up my heart. Now that I'm fixing to start cleaning, I'm going to show you how bad it all looks. But I have decided today that I am going to be a super good house cleaner and do something that I have not done in a while, and that is to mop. Wait, don't even start thinking in your head about when's the last time she mopped, because, this is a no judgment, no condemnation channel, okay? It's been a while, and I seriously cannot remember when the last time I did this. But now I do spot clean if I see something that dripped on the floor. I'm cleaning that up. But I don't know. I've got a YouTube short all about this whole wonderful chore that I'm going to link down below. I just had to dedicate it because it's just so wow to me, this mopping. But anyways, I know that sounds crazy. Who else? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Who else does not like to mop? Because anyways, it's just a big deal. So anyways, I'm going to do that. And I promise I'm going to do that. You're going to see it. But anyways, that is something I really need to do. And I don't know why I procrastinate about it. Because after you do it, it just smells so good. And you just feel so good. But I guess because, we live on a dirt road, dirt driveway. Dirt's always in my house. We have animals in and out. And I guess it's really like, it's already dirty. Already dirty again. Probably worse than having your kitchen clean and then dishes come up. I don't know. To me it is. So anyways, I'm going to get that done today. So let me show you how bad it all is. And let's get to cleaning. Okay, here is my grocery haul. This is for about 2 weeks worth of groceries, and I spent a little over $300. Of course, we've got your all-important toilet paper over here, paper towels, laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent. I like these little snack bags, because if I pop a whole bag, I'll eat it. Honeycrisp apples, our favorite. And got some regular bread and some of this awesome Dave's Killer Bread. I love the thin sliced, but my grandson, he loves for me to make toast like my granny used to on the stove with a little butter in the pan and toast it up like that. But he don't like all that stuff in there, so I got to have that for him. And here is a bunch of meats. I have a roast right here, some steaks from a honey bun. These are like the pork chop steaks. What do you call them? Ribeye chops, something like that. Some of this stuff that I like to buy, I don't know what that is, but I use it for all kinds of things, and I have 2 of those. Of course, we've got our tuna. These are for like snacks, and sometimes when there's a bunch of us, I use the cans. Tortilla chips to eat with our hummus over here. I've been trying to do gluten-free stuff. It's out of brown sugar. We love this chicken in the air fryer. Some more breakfast sausage. See, my honey bun is not the only one that brings home the bacon. I do too. And then here's the ground beef. I'll probably halfen that and do something with it. I hadn't really thought about meals, but I always need some ground beef, so it'll go to use. And this is our favorite chicken, is the boneless, skinless thighs. That's what we like. I got a pork roast. Pork loin filet, excuse me. Some cheeses, butter. That's our protein pasta we love to eat. Paper plates. I got a new set of sheets for my bed. Aren't they so beautiful? Peanut butter, Slim Jim snacks, lettuce. I love these chopped salads. Gotta have these. The milk. This is for cooking. And my coffee, and I got an extra large size. I didn't know they made this. I guess I wasn't paying attention in the grocery store. That's like half a gallon. That is awesome, because I usually need 2 of the other kind. Okay, I thought I'd try these for my grandson. He's kind of picky with his breakfast, but he loves pancakes. I'm going to make some homemade pizza crust with my gluten-free pasta, and so I'll make some pizzas when my grandson's here. He just likes cheese on it. The Kool-Aid lemonade, the only Kool-Aid I buy. Ran out of chips. And bananas look pretty good this time. No gross stuff on it. They're just a little bit green. But anyways, there is my grocery haul. Now, let me put all of this up. Here is my living room. I need to get my rug from outside. It was sunning and has been washed. So I got to get that back in here. This tends not to get too bad, but this is the messy corner over here. I need to definitely clean that up. Now, my husband's ab lounge thing will probably stay, but this chair normally goes over here, but he keeps that door right there because we do not use that door. That is the original door to the living room. This used to be closed up, and you had to go from the dining room, the hallway, and then come in here. You know, those old houses like that. So this is the mess I've got to deal with in here. Now let's come on in here to the dining room. I still have a few groceries I need to put up. That is some fall stuff that I have collected that are not in my normal fall decor container, but kind of, I'll stick it somewhere, but I need to get it right back out because I'm going to be doing fall decor soon. And look here at the pillow case that I bought. Fit on my existing pillow. It's a little bit too long, but it still looks really good. Okay, and scraps for the chickens. There's my kitchen. It has seen worse, but it is still pretty bad. And then my beloved floors that I'm going to mop. That's my stash of towels. My laundry room is outside, so until I feel like taking them out, they stay right there. So if you ever see me clean my kitchen, but there's still rags right there, it's okay. I'll get to it at some point. But it just kind of stays right there. I will have to move that today, but and remind myself not to throw something down there until after company's gone. So anyways, there's all of this. And of course, the trash is getting high. We got to do something about that too. Jasper. Hey, cutie. Hey. All right, Jasper. Let's get to work. Well, y'all, I was just a-cleaning and a-cleaning and realized my phone ran out of storage. So this is how I have ended up with my kitchen, and it looks great. Although I've got some dry beans over here, I'm fixing to make a pot of chili really quick. We've not had supper. We had a late lunch. And then there's my dining room all cleaned up. And I'm about to get the bedding on my bed. So that is coming up really soon. And I've been stopping and doing laundry. And this woman is just tired. But there it is. Here is my bedroom, so nice and clean. I love it. I ended up getting rid of that 3-tier shelf there because I really didn't need it. I borrowed it from my husband's room because I thought I needed it for my computer and all, but it wasn't working. So I put it back. It's freed up more space. Now fresh linens for our guest. Okay, everybody. I just went thrifting. That's my therapy I do every once in a while. It's good for my mind. And I just wanted to say some things about when you have depression and anxiety, there's so much about your world that you wish you could change and you can't. And then having to be okay with those things. Of course, because medicine can only help so much, It can help with feelings and stuff, but you still have to have your own mechanisms that help you to, be okay when things don't go well, faith in God, and so many other things like just how you deal with people and how you deal with the negative circumstances that come in your life. Everybody gets them, some more than others, but it is how you deal with them that is either the overcoming way or the stay buried underneath it. But anyway, so thrifting. I found this cute little thing. In fact, I was just helping my daughter move into her new apartment. And she has something very similar to this. She used it as a cookie jar. I think she had more browns in hers. But anyways, isn't it so cute? And I have one cookie jar, and it's pink. It's a Victorian, hold on, let me show you. This little number. Pink. It was at an estate sale, and it's called a Victorian biscuit jar because they're different. Their biscuits are sweet like cookies. So it's beautiful, but it's pink. But it's beautiful, so I bought it. And anyways, I did use it for cookies. I even used it to put my dishwasher pods in for a little while. But since I had that pink china that my mother-in-law gave me. That was her wedding china. I put it over there because it was pink. But anyways, this one is super cute. I mean, I tried to find a pumpkin one for autumn, but the one I did see, it was like 3 sets of pumpkins, one big, medium, large, and I didn't want the whole set. I just wanted the big pumpkin. But anyways, I got this. Now this is not authentically vintage or even a real brass clock, but it looks like it, and I thought it was super cute. I mean, that would give me a little clock in the living room because I don't have one, and I don't know, I thought it was cute. Now this, I'm really getting into carved wood stuff. This is a bowl. I don't know if you can see this, but there's like an old piece of tape with some kind of writing on it, and I cannot really read it. I really can't. Reminds me of my grandmother's handwriting and all these old recipes I've got. I can't quite read it, but I just thought that was beautiful. That's all carved. All of this is raised up, carved. It's a little bowl. I'm trying to hang it on the wall, I think. I thought that was pretty. I like that rustic but floral, kind of elegant rustic kind of feel. I don't know. And this, I really went looking there. I've been looking at some thrift stores to find like old flannel shirts or used flannel shirts, flannel shirts or sweaters that I could make covers for some of my pillows and make them fall looking. But I didn't have much luck with that. But I did find this. It's a pillow cover, and I do have a pillow this size. So this was like $3. Thought that was pretty. And this, the tag on it said fancy doily. Isn't it beautiful? It is quite fancy, and I love stuff like that. I love that. It's just pretty. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to find a spot. Now, I'm about to start doing some like mini makeovers for some rooms in my house, starting with my kitchen. I think my new knobs for my doors just came in today. I was hoping to do that this week and have it on this week's video, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. We'll find out where this clip goes. But anyways, I am going to be doing the kitchen, and I know my main bathroom, just a little refresh. Like I said, you can't change everything in your life, but sometimes just helps you feel better just to change things up in your home. You know, get rid of some stuff, bring in some fresh, you know, just freshen up. So anyways, I'm going to be redoing in my bathroom, even though I really like that bathroom. I really do. I'm kind of the person that could just leave stuff up for years if I really love it. But I do want to change it up. Do a little refresh. But this was thrifted, I forgot. It's just a valance, but it's got the hydrangeas on it. Isn't that pretty? And I already have this peel and stick contact paper in my bathroom that looks like shiplap wood. And it covers up the ugly 1960s tile that's on my walls. Couldn't put it in the shower. I wish I could have. And I keep saying one day I'm going to paint that with that kind of paint where you can repaint your tub and stuff, because it's old and it's got some marks on it that the tub does it. I can't get off with nothing. I don't care what I use. It just isn't coming up, and it makes it still look dirty. And it's not. I've scrubbed it. But I don't know how effort friendly I want to be on that bathroom, if that's going to be something I'm willing to tackle, if it's really worth it and how I feel. So anyways, as far as painting that, but and it's really smelly, and my husband sleeps during the day, so I don't know how far I'm going to go in that bathroom. Now, I did not find the flannel shirts or sweaters, but I found this. I think I did this last year, bought some fabric to do pillow covers, and I never did. But anyways, now this is not really fall print, but it's got fall colors, and I really do love this. I mean, I love this print, and I love the curtain that you do the little ties on it, tie them up. And it'll be like a little swag because it's got strings to tie that up. So anyways, but I love the print, but it's darker than what I would want in my home because I want more of a lighter, cheerier colors. But I think that would be cool. Some pillows. There's enough fabric. I think I could get 2 pillows. Anyways, hopefully I'll be ambitious enough to do that, but I just thought that was pretty and it was cheap. So that is my little haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and just every while treat yourself and go thrifting. Even if you've never been or don't think that's your thing, you can always find something to think about and see and say, oh, I remember. At least if you're my age or something. But anyways, that's my haul. Thanks for watching it. Okay. Well, it's time for our devotion that I wanted to share with you, and I love this part because the Word of God is so special. But look, I found a place for my clock. Put a little battery in it, and it looks so cute. Time is ticking away, y'all. It is ticking away. That's why we have to take the things of God so seriously. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. In fact, I just got back from a funeral from my uncle, but thank God that he knew Jesus, and he was all about dedicating his life to serving God, and it was just evident by all that they knew he loved God and had such a sweet spirit. But I know this has been in my heart for a while, though. I hear people say stuff like, well, I'm just a sinner just like they are, meaning Christians, and just like unsaved people are. But I'm like, we are not just like them. We are saved by grace. We are sinners saved by grace. And that is such a huge difference. Jesus makes that all a difference. In fact, the Bible says that he has set us free from the power of sin, and we should not keep on sinning, that we should live unto righteousness, and those that keep on sinning do not know him. And I know that that means in their heart they're a sinner, in that they just sin and they don't really care. Now, as Christians, we will notice that we have sin in our lives, and we care because we have the seed of Christ, and he is calling us out of those things. So it should be an evident thing in a Christian's life that we really do try to live free from sin and encourage other Christians to do that too. That's a part of loving one another, is helping to, I don't know if you want to call it discipline, but sharing the better way, and to not get so tangled up in sin, which is easy to do. The Bible tells us this. So when you have a seed, and I know in Luke there's a whole bunch of scripture about the parable of the seed, but what does a seed, the seed of Jesus, so to speak, need to grow healthy? Well, every seed needs sun and water. Those are things it needs. Well, those are like the things of God. We need to pray, and we need to read the Bible. Those are the two main things, the main spiritual disciplines we just cannot live without if we really want to have a healthy life in God. And the third thing is getting rid of the weeds. Don't live with a bunch of weeds. A seed cannot grow with a bunch of weeds around it. And that's like sin, or people who continue to sin. You cannot live closely related to these people and have these things in your own life and not try to get rid of them and expect yourself to be okay. The thing about it is, talks about life by the Spirit. That when you live by the Spirit, you practice doing godly things because you've been saved, and you practice these things. These will help you to not be overcome by sin. So if you're a Christian and you're really struggling with sin, and sin has a strong hold on you, it is probably because you're not being diligent with God. Praying and reading your Bible and seeking him as a person, and letting him help you. Okay, just because Jesus set us free from the power of sin don't mean we don't need his help anymore. We need his help. He's the perfect person that lived through all of this and overcame it. And so he is the perfect one to help us to get rid of this sin in our life. And relationship is what we need. We need our relationship with God to be strong. And that's how it is strong. People who are continually doing sinful things, and this is where it talks about that people who continually do the acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immortality, impurity, debauchery, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions and factions, which is just arguments and divisions, where utilize what the Spirit of God has given us. And these are love, joy, peace, forbearance, or forgiveness, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against these there is no law. You will never be judged for having these fruit in your life. Those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified that flesh with its passions and desires. And since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step in the Spirit, and let us not become conceited, for yourself. No matter how good that sin feels, how comforting it may be to our flesh, or or some kind of self-esteem it may help us to talk down or talk bad to other people, it costs you more than it gives you, far more than it gives you. And I know that our life in God is a trust thing, and I know that I have opened up and confessed to people that I was tempted by sin, and to my husband, I admitted that I was being tempted to not be faithful to him, that there were parts of me that craved the attention from others, but I didn't want that, and it bothered me that that was in there, and I knew that I had to really just dig deep with God and give myself accountability, and that was to my husband. And thankfully he loved me, and we worked it out. And I tell you what, even though I was very unhappy with my marriage at that time, and that was one of the reasons why I started maybe wanting to look somewhere else, one of the things that I did, and it was not easy at all, and that is say, God, I choose to believe that sin does not have more to give me than what living with you has. And even though I couldn't see it, I could feel it, it didn't seem that way whatsoever, but I just chose to walk that life of faith and to not hurt God or hurt my husband like that. But when I did, and it wasn't overnight, but it was a pursuing in God and a pursuing to make sure that I was a good wife, that my heart was right before God and my husband. God has blessed my marriage so much. I mean, we are very, very close, and our marriage is so much better than it was when we first got married. I mean, even as newlyweds, we have learned and lived so much and have really tried to honor God with our relationship with each other, and that is what it takes, being willing to just live according to the ways God tells us, even though our flesh is not wanting it. But anyways, I just want to encourage you as a Christian that there's so much freedom in living free from sin and just getting rid of that stuff in our lives. And I pray that that will encourage you to keep, pursuing God, pursuing that relationship, and see the goodness, see so much more of the goodness in God, where it's like you really want that far more than you want anything else. And it does get easier, and that seed begins to grow and to bloom and to bear fruit, and it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it's not a garden full of weeds. But I hope that encouraged you, and we'll talk about something else next time.